so far with the upper hand. A game to the good against HULIGANI and looking for that 2-0 victory. Stand around this mid lane as 5. While HULIGANI trying to figure out where they're meant to be sitting.
Yeah, for now, kind of chilling. We don't even have a smoke. Oh, we have a smoke passed already to Slardar. Oh, never mind. We do have a smoke on HULIGANI.
Smoke into smoke. Is it the same wraparound again? We're going for the...
Xtreme are going for the same reveal, right? Revealing against the gate smoke that did happen in the previous game. Xnova walks a little bit too far forward. Didn't react to his smoke breaking.
Oh, he levels
Has
leap.
the skill leap. Already painful to do that. I know he has one more charge, so no point ice sharding him really. You can hold off on leveling that and just save yourself tag team instead.
Currently under that radiant vision. So Xtreme Gaming know they're all down here. And instead, they can go for the top runes, where XXS is having a tete-a-tete with Tsunoe. Who's the quicker clicker? It's XXS. Offlaner, better than carry.
That's embarrassing right there, right? Carry players, you gotta be fast.
A great man should be just like this, able to click a bounty rune faster than this.
That's what the voice line says. That's the full one.
Missing the second verse.
Reactive armor level 1 as well on Timbersaw, by the way. So he chose not to go for the whirling death and instead just going for the survivability on level 1. Just feel free to see us.
Yeah, I guess in a double melee lane, they know that the trading onto Hoodwink is not really going to be there. Just go for the last hits. And maybe FY thinks about dragging waves and being a nuisance.
I think it's fine to do it. You're not looking to get aggressive on a Terrorblade on level 1 anyway. If you had a hero that could like maybe threaten and look for the kill on TB, or if you have a lane that wants to push, like a Caudal lane, right? Caudal Timber, then you definitely skill the nuke.
Just want to point out the double Dar Observer wards from mid lane up to top jungle, watching for the Spirit Breaker charge angle. They've already prepared.
Entire angle. Yeah. Continuous vision on the train.
I mean, what is that, like a 45-degree angle? If you go right to left from the mid-tier 1 tower. 315 degrees from the other direction. Well, melee versus melee mid lane. Slardar gonna feel all right about this situation. Sat in the river and doing a good job against nothing to say.
Yeah, it's a
lane,
pretty good matchup for Slardar,
Pango, right?
Yeah, this is a great matchup for Slardar. He should be very happy. You can't ask for many better lanes. At the same time, nothing to say. He's getting what CS he can.
That's Nova losing his courier down bottom to the Tusk, who yet again, Sayrush hiding in the trees, being very sneaky, lurking around and looking for that additional bit of damage.
Oh, he's been trapped up.
Applied to Arme. Put in the shards. Iron Shell is there, but Arme offering so much damage just through level 1 avalanche and tree grab. They can't stick around and actually kill him.
That was a little bit awkward. He popped the tag team, wanting to auto-attack him, but the trees and the ice shards blocked him entirely, so he couldn't get in and auto-attack the Tiny, so they had to back out, disengage.
It feels like HULIGANI lost way more than they gained in that trade. Now they will grab the ranged camp, ranged wave, but the small camp is there. A weird little situation, as Xnova still has access to it.
Yeah, you ended up just pulling for your opponents, so they're not too mad about that. Tiny will come over, get some of the CS, and then back to the lane. Starting out pretty decently on the lane, but every single core getting pretty good CS so far. Nobody getting fully shut down. But Lotus is going to be a 1-for-1 trade as well. The Tiny Miranda lane doing fantastic so far.
Yeah, and top lane, not really a lane anymore. Looks like you pull into small camps and wave dragging. Means Respect gets that. I'll just pull all to himself. And they will charge in onto the Hoodwink. FY going to get caught by the Bushwhack on his way through. And this has just left the TB to sit under his tower and farm very safely. So Snowy having an incredibly comfortable time.
Yeah, this Timbersaw is already feeling unkillable though. 2 points in reactive armor and full HP. So even if you do pop meta, they're going to try and go for it. But I don't know how much he cares.
Great, 200 damage dealt. Great chip damage onto. He's going to regen that back up in no time.
Yeah, he's
farming Metamorphosis.
Regening 17 HP per second is kind of crazy without using a tango.
Yeah, 3 minutes in, 4 minutes in. Pretty good stuff. Well, speaking of 4 minutes in, Water Rune's about to pop up, and we've got Hoodwink and Spirit Breaker both arriving to guard it. Respect grabs the Northern Rune, Sayosh down at the bottom spot, sitting there, and Xnova will watch him take the other. So Dire supports
like, what the hell happened? Where's our runes?
Yeah,
Supports just took everything.
Well, Pango's the one with bottle, though. Sladar's like, cool, I guess. I've got Bracer. I'm fine.
Yeah, he's going for the Bracer into Power Tread's build instead. So he'll be pretty alright. Nothing to say, though. We'll stay thirsty for a while.
Dire structures are
Darkseer. It's not as simple as just cutting back into this wave. It'll take a lot of damage out of Xnova. Just level 1 Starstorm. And already we're seeing this kind of breakdown where Darkseer's being left alone. Tusk is trying to rotate back in towards mid. And Hoodwink is still trying to find a home for herself as well. Because like, Respect doesn't want to stay top when you can't do anything to the Timber. So we might just see like a full maneuver around and lane swap here from Huligani.
Yeah, we'll
Maybe
see a
into
lot of
tri-lane
activity in
bottom.
mid lane. Dropping pretty low. Slardar has to be careful about this charge coming in. He does have vision on the Spirit Breaker, but
It doesn't matter.
Crush? Oh, he doesn't have mana.
He doesn't have mana. He was 9 mana away
boy.
from it. Wand was on cooldown for another 3 or 4 seconds. Yeah, not a chance in hell.
Yeah, that's the concerning part. You're not allowed to trade yourself to that low HP against the Spirit Breaker in the enemy team. And now the Iron Shell Tusk giving FY the rundown.
It's a good arrow, just comes a moment too late. And now a snowball. Try and dodge away from some of this damage, but nothing to say. Has arrived on the scene of the crime to clear things up. That's Pango, now level 6 as well. Although I say that as if he's going to level ulti. We usually see Pango just skip it until like level 8 now, don't we?
Yeah, it's quite common to just go Shield Crash and Swashbuckle. It's decent still for fighting, and it allows you to be more efficient about your mana. If you skill ulti, you're likely to just use one spell and then ulti. So it'd be nice to have both.
He's been
But
bushwhacked.
he's just caught.
Bashed and crushed. Our chain disables were perfect there from Huligani. Oh, level 6 or not. Dead is dead.
Radiance.
And they did this little lane swap. Yeah, Tusk is now defending Snowy up at top lane, trying to stop the Timbersaw and the Spirit Breaker from doing too much there. And they've left the Darkseer completely alone against the tiny bottom. Not doing too hot, Corrupted. Arme just keeps avalanching and slapping him.
Oh, he ran away. Get on the Spirit Breaker. Oh, he
Charge onto the TV. Straight onto Snowy to chakram him down. Snowy gonna be real sad about the state of affairs.
Yeah, he was tracking him and had a Tusk nearby, but then he just ran the other direction on Slardar.
Dire's bottom tower.
Unfortunately, TB pays the price.
It sure does. And that's the state of affairs that you were kind of explaining in the draft, right? Arme going to have a very easy laning stage.
Is under attack.
Pretty simple and straightforward for him. Now being helped by nothing to stay at the Wisdom Shrine. Corrupted tries to steal it away from them with the help of Respect, but Arme is going to stick it as Corrupted gets rolled on. And still chased by nothing to say, and probably going to get finished off here with a final slice of the rapier. He's gone.
Top tower is
Oh,
under
that's so clean. Very nicely played. And even gonna go for the steal on the enemy big camp afterwards. Slardar's here though. I think now that just spells the doom for Pango. No way out. At the very least, they got the wisdom and they dragged the enemy back here as well. They did lose their own wisdom on the other side to the Tusk rotation.
I was kind of surprised they didn't get the double there. XXS still pressuring his tier 1, I guess, didn't have the space or time to track back for the Wisdom Shrine. Well done by the Tusk to take it.
He's eyes on the prize, working on the tower as fast as possible.
Dire's top tower is
It
under
definitely feels like Huligani are trying to, kind of wriggle, shake, whatever they can to the map and the lanes, just moving things around. They're shoving pieces this way, shoving pieces that way to try and find what fits. It doesn't feel like there's a concerted plan to what they want to do right now. It is just very much scramble, farm, do what we possibly can before Xtreme Gaming are ready to move across the river. It's like they moved Slardar bottom, now Doxy's back here, he was mid, they put Terrorblade in jungle, now he's back up the top.
Yeah, I think the moves have felt pretty clean from Xtreme Gaming, and that's also why they result in them getting this top tower already, with the continuous pressure of the Timbersaw. Haste Rune on the Pango. He's definitely thinking about joining for any of these fights. Wouldn't mind seeing them just let Pango jungle for a bit and give Spirit Breaker his level 6. That would enable a lot of kills, but maybe he gets his level 6 by leeching experience on the Ancient stack. Stacks up Ancient one more time. Timber can clear this.
Yeah, doing some big stacks. Gathering them all. Top net worth Timbersaw. He's already got his Kaya. Level 8 on XXS. And is he going to get all the stacks? They belong to him. This Timber's going to be massive, man.
I think so. He's got the Kaya already as well, so he can farm them pretty fast. Damage is there, mana is there. And he will get the solo experience for it, so that's a level and a half, basically. He's going to be level 10 so early. This is a crazy timing.
Oh, he's so close to it. That 22 experience away.
Basically cracking level 10 before minute 10. That's insane pace.
That's wild. He's a monster. And we're looking at like eyes on the Timbersaw. We're looking at the Timbersaw, kind of forgetting that there's an Arme Tiny, you know, also 5.2k net worth. Echo Saber done. We could see a big fight break out as Xtreme Gaming ready themselves. But Rolling Thunder mid lane is going to be a defensive tool for Nothing to Say to get away from that mid lane. And it seems like Xtreme, of course, not in a rush to do anything. They know that they're comfortably farming, getting to this point at which they can just hit critical mass and press the big red go button. Or green go button, I guess.
I almost feel like with the Rolling Thunder on cooldown, you could try something with TB. Show up to a tower and push tower. Like, if you TP mid right now in meta with the Siege Wave, I think you could probably just take this tower without too much of a defense. Even had the shield rune on the Slardar, but it's just back to farming. Maybe an opportunity missed.
Yeah, it could have been.
And probably is Timbersaw, right? He's so strong, like we mentioned earlier. I guess he's the deterring factor.
Yeah. How many times have we seen this matchup as well? Like, all the way through Dream League, we had this TB Timbersaw kind of nonsense. And Timbersaw, I guess, in that iteration of the patch, whatever it was incredibly busted. Very unkillable. Infinite damage kind of guy.
Yeah, he's still good if he gets off to a good start. The only thing about Timbersaw is he can be a bit vulnerable in early lane, but they actually take down Ame, who's all the way out hitting tower.
Yeah, he was very far forward. Full response out of Huligani.
I mean, that's a good punishment. They were showing heroes in every lane. Showing Spirit Breaker mid, showing the Timbersaw top. Being way too aggressive.
Dire structures are fortified.
It's just this general thing that teams look for a lot. If you see heroes in every single lane, then you can basically go and make a play on any of them.
Yeah, group up and go for it. I feel like Arme was there thinking, well, they're not doing anything to me. They're not doing anything to me. Just step forward and do it. But then Xtreme Gaming go and do something to corrupt it instead. A quick little slay on the darks here as they play through XXS, right? The strongest hero on the map. You get into his lane.
Oh, FY, trying to keep the catapult alive. Using the glyph as well. Oh, catapult dies up top, so tower will be completely fine.
Was he trying to bodyguard it, putting himself in harm's way to tank?
Yeah, he tanked so much and then glyphed it, but then miscalculated a little bit, and the third shot from the tower managed to finish off the catapult.
That's upsetting. Well, yeah, it's like the state of the game, right? Even though you punish Arme bottom lane, like, okay, you kill the Tine, you get a bit of gold, but it doesn't feel like it does anything for you or your game. It's a kill for a kill's sake. You're exploiting something that the enemy team has done, but it's like a bit of extra farming space, a bit of extra time to get you into these initial items. It just feels like every move has been much better from Xtreme Gaming, and it's just much easier to execute. And playing into these kind of, Falcons-esque tanky cores, right? With the gap closing mid lane and support, you just allow them to push waves and then connect. You join with them.
There's a power spike hitting now, though. Blink Dagger coming out for Slardar, so looking to get active with this. I'm not sure where they're going to try and activate, but they don't have the biggest window ever to make stuff happen with this Blink. Timber already having a plate mail, starting to get pretty tanky.
Yeah, good luck dealing with him. They're probably going to have to go an angle for a support kill or hunt the Pango or something.
Yeah, you could go Lotus here, but Shivas looks really, really good. Minus attack speed against the Slardar and against TB. Not a bad choice. Can they find the Pango? This is a big smoke. So many heroes invested in it. If it's just gonna be a Spirit Breaker, it's not a good find. They need to Pango.
Oh, Moonlight Shadow. Do they have reveal?
Oh, they grab him.
They see him. They've got him. Kill the Pango and move on to tower. Finally, Huligani getting to step forward, get a kill, take an objective.
And also a blind nuke by Respect. He saw the smoke breaking and realized there's not too many places this guy could be. Sends the bushwhack. Then they just get him.
Very well done. And no response out of Xtreme. Yet again, just being patient. I remember a few interviews over the past year and a half with a bunch of the Chinese players talking about how the European meta ramped up very quickly, playing fast-paced, out-of-laning stage with good aggression. And I think it was XXS saying, yeah, well, the Chinese meta were kind of waiting for 3 items or waiting for minute 35. Snowy going to get jumped bottom as Arme does have 2 of his items. That Blink Echo Saber. Oh, Snowball!
Oh, good
The
snowball.
save. Can we stun now and turn this around? Do we have any more stuns to play with? Snowy, he's going to give it to him. Arme gets stunned and killed. F-Fly going to drop as well. Terrorblade almost died, but Seosh, right place, right time. X-Nova might be the next one on the menu here, getting crushed and bashed up. Caught by the bushwhack. Down you go.
What a good turnaround. Tusk making a strong case for why this hero is still high priority. Getting a snowball save. And unfortunately, they already expended their disables, right? They committed all the stunts, and then TB can just get them the Sunder off. Onto the Tiny as well.
Yeah, the big ticket hero, the Tiny. But yeah, to finish the point, a lot of the Chinese players were saying, yeah, we kind of play slower than they do in Europe, waiting for this mid-game timing. We're all trying to speed up, but it's kind of difficult to break that mentality that's been kind of built up over years. Now, with a couple of items in their hands, trying to play back, and a lot of damage thrown onto Mirage, but not enough to finish him off. Nothing to say rolling forward, though. He's going to connect onto Corrupted. Ice Shards are good to block out the Pangolier, but the Darkseer is still going to die. And this is XXS joining them, chasing up the high ground, knowing how invulnerable he is with the amount of damage he can dish. FY will lead out with the charge. Snowballed on, though. Snowy, with the help of Mirage and Respect, could turn this back on them with a good Blink Crush. They're just going to get the support for support.
Yeah, just support's getting taken down repeatedly. Nice escape by TB. Just keeps walking. Doesn't overstay or anything. Getting greedy to try and turn around the fight.
Pretty scary sign that Timbersaw can just walk 6,000 units on the map through 4 enemy heroes and just not care about anything.
Yes, he's getting to that point. I mean, we're 16 minutes in. He has Kaya-san's Shivas just complete. Level 15. And he took the extra stacks as well, talent. So he's building to be an unkillable target. Yeah, they have a major Timbersaw problem. Timbersaw problem. I'm not really sure how to deal with it. They have break on the sharpshooter, but you need to apply the break before you auto attack him, because it doesn't remove existing stacks. It just makes it so he can't build more stacks.
That's a good snipe on X-Nova at least. A bit of territory reclaimed by Huligani. And keeping this Slardar in fighting shape as well, super important. Because it's the same kind of conversation we had about the Ember Spirit. I think both Pangolier, Slardar, and add Ember in there. They can struggle if the game slows down and drags out. They're not really farming heroes. They want to be active. So you need to keep Mirage, and I guess Nothing to Say in this game, in that active situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's already shaping up to be so much faster than the previous game. The kill score isn't something crazy. We're having just about 1 kill per minute, but the activity is very high. And XXS going for the bottom tower. Again, I don't think they have the tools to deal with him at this stage of the game, so probably just gonna have to give it up.
Yeah, looks like it. Let's let that tower die. Double damage top for Mirage. A pretty nice pickup there. They're losing their Tusk
unfortunate
by the outpost.
A lucky spot to be for Tusk, who is not having the best of games. This Blink Dagger is gonna take a while to complete.
Dire's middle tower is under
I feel like Search has had a rough one.
Yes, the problem about playing saving supports is you don't get paid to save someone, right? You don't get a bunch of gold for saving your terribly down bottom.
Jeez. Respect for the mega kill streak? Okay. That's a ton of money just handed over to XXS. Something gets like 600 gold for him and his team. Like killing a hoodwink.
That's why he had so much money, right? The hoodwink gets all the last hits, getting all those kills.
So I'm not sure how to bring up this topic. Like, I'm not sure what my thoughts are. This is just like a topic off the top of my head. Thinking about the way we've seen Sayush play recently, he really reminds me of what Zayats was doing for Na'Vi when he was there. And I guess he's doing that kind of Zayat Schofield role where he's playing this Tusk, or he's playing a saving support, he's sat by his carry, or he's playing behind enemy lines. When you have this kind of player, it feels like a double-edged sword, right? You're getting a lot of information. The player is doing a lot for you to disrupt the enemy team. But he's also, putting himself in harm's way, where he's losing his life and handing over gold. Is this a situation where they're doing that to cover other issues, or is this something that is necessary for a Tusk to do?
I think he's... oh, hold up. We have a smoke move immediately with everybody. This is a big move. Can he connect on Tiny?
They're straight up to high ground. Doesn't connect properly, though. Next Nova's going to break free. Gets the leaps away. Sharpshooter lands on the back of the head, but that's not going to matter. Smoke comes to nothing in the end.
I saw the Spirit Breaker for a while, but he's pretty far away, so I'm not going to be able to grab him. At least to get the rune, but that's not what you make a 5-man smoke for. You want something bigger. As Roche moves up top, I think Xtreme Gaming have to mirror the movement. And yeah, to go back to your point, I think Seo is a very... he reminds me a lot of Fly, how he plays. He's like a very good saving support player. He's a bit less aggressive than someone like Schofield. And he does more actively go for the save rather than the gank tank approach.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Like, is it... other teams get away without needing that person to go and tank the gank, or they're just better at reading the map. Like, is him being in that dire triangle a case of Huligani like not being confident with their map state, and then he's having to be there to see what's happening?
I think in this game it's just uncomfortable in general because both Pango and Timbersaw are monsters, and then you have Tiny, who's about to be very, very strong as well. It was kind of surprising to see Tiny not go for the Shadow Blade. His build is Echo Saber into Blink Dagger, and then he's gone Blitz Knuckles into BKB, so not finishing up the entire Shadow Blade.
He got stunned once, and he's like, never again.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good BKB game. It's not bad. A lot of magic damage in there, a lot of disables you want to get rid of, and of course the Sunder. There used to be a time when you could Sunder BKB targets.
Oh yeah.
Gone are those days.
Oh, thank goodness. The Timbersaw problem has still not been...
It's not solved. Yeah, I've closed my eyes a lot of times, Gareth, and it's not going away. What do I do? I have a Timbersaw issue. Please help.
That's the thing. Is it like a mathematical problem that just hasn't been solved yet, or is this one of those paradoxes that cannot be solved? It feels like Timbersaw...
Oh no! The charge! It stops the torment
coming in. Gonna get back in, but FY, he's gonna set up for a Tiny to arrive. Spirit Breaker getting bashed up mid-TP, but in comes the Avalanche. Tiny finds Mirage. With the help of the Rolling Thunder, they kill off the Slardar. And now Tormentor's theirs to take.
Mirage, he got baited. He was the fish and he took the bait. He went for that juicy little Spirit Breaker. Looked like an easy kill, but then Pango comes in, keeps him in place, and he gets turned into a bonus kill on the Slardar.
Slardar's meant to be an ambush predator, but apparently Tiny and Timbersaw are better jumping out of the tree line and surprising him. Yeah, you dangle that little light in front of us? That's not going to work.
Yeah, you know anglerfish. You chase the angle, the Spirit Breaker angle.
Immediately through the gate at the top as well. They haven't seen Snowy. There's no wards here.
Did you see that greedy last hit by FY on the banner creep right there? That's a full minute worth of GPM gone.
Lovely. Poor little respect. Again, just doing this face tank the gank. Protect your Terrorblade. It feels like that's what the name of the game is right now. Just keep Snowy happy, get him to the top of the net worth. Because he's the only hero that can feasibly deal with the Timbersaw.
Yeah, he is on one of his comfort heroes as well. TV, but
dead.
This Spirit Breaker is absolutely owning the game, by the way. I said that maybe if Spirit Breaker has a good game, we'll see more Spirit Breaker, and he's been involved in every single kill except for one.
I love it. It's so sick. Action non-stop. And again, playing into the whole draft. right? Playing into these heroes that offer tons of damage and are tanky. And Tiny and Timbersaw can just shove lanes. You charge across, you play into them. Pango can connect nicely. Moonlight Shadow helps. But just overall, it's that web of synergy, right? Every hero, every player has this connection, has a thread that joins them together. They can play in tandem, play in trio, play together, play alone.
We could see something really funny later on. There's a shard on Spiritbreaker, and he's playing against TB.
Oh.
I'm gonna be on the lookout for if he manages to counter the Sunder in this game. So Sunder wants to target someone to get full HP. If Spiritbreaker puts himself low HP and then uses shard wisely, he could counter TB entirely.
That could be so sick. Has that always been possible? For some reason, my brain told me Planar Pocket was only projectiles, but
it used to be different. Yeah, it used to be that you activate it and any targeted spell in general got retargeted to you, but now there's a different version where you can target an ally or an enemy, and you take the spells that are targeted on them.
Yeah,
it works a bit differently now.
Oh, that's a really cool tool to have.
Yeah, he could steal Surge as well. That's a funny thing. If they like gank Darkseer and Darkseer wants to run away, I think he can target Darkseer and then steal the Surge, if I'm not mistaken. I don't play a lot of Spiritbreaker, but I think that's how he can do it now.
That sounds crazy, honestly. Tusk in a crazy position himself. Blinks away after the snowball, but nothing to say. Gonna roll up and catch onto Seush. Tusk dead in the same place that he died 5 or 6 minutes ago. And HULIGANI once more on the back foot, just running. Look, you got 3 cores behind your mid-tier 2 running to the same jungle camp together. That's when you know the game is done.
Yeah, they're feeling the effect of not being able to split up. There's a very strong ganking lineup on the enemy team. You're playing against them. Oh, they're gonna go on Tiny.
Yeah, straight in.
Aegis carrier though.
Yeah, he's got 2 lives. And Arme, barely losing the first one, finally dies to a TB illusion. And Snowy, repositioning, trying to figure out where they want to fight now. Mirage was getting charged up momentarily, but it looks like Xtreme is going to go for the hard reset and fall back. Maybe trying to bait Mirage into another bad fight, but the Slardar is not going to fall for it this time.
Effectively, you committed Metamorphosis and you got the Mirana only. The Aegis was timing out in 50 seconds anyway, so I don't think it's too bad. Over for Xtreme, and they're actually going in.
Just going in. Just going in again. XXS 900.
Yeah, this is just this is a case of we have mostly physical damage. We have we have Slardar with minus armor, TB with the right clicks. Sure, there's some magic damage in there, but it's nowhere close to sufficient to burst a Timber, let alone to stop him from using his BKB and just walk out of any issue. So this game feels completely like the XXS show.
It's like when you're underleveled in Baldur's Gate 3, you get to Act 3 and you meet the Steel Watch for the first time, and this massive robot slams you with a sword, sees into your soul. That's what Timbersaw is right now. He knows everything.
You could technically fight them, but you're not supposed to fight them right now. Yeah.
The little message pops up saying you're not high enough level, you may want to reconsider.
You're underleveled for your area.
Yeah, exactly. Think twice about your actions. FY, thinking twice about himself going into this area of the map, but apparently he's perfectly fine. Just to Ghost Scepter and shift away.
Chasing for a little bit. Timber was thinking about making his way over there, but then he just says, nah, I'm gonna play on the Wisdom. Make sure the opponents don't get their own Wisdom rune. And he nearly has a heart. I mean, it's getting very problematic. The one hope they have is TB. And TB needs a lot of items. He has Skadi. This great component, right? Getting one of the puzzle pieces for TB to solve the Timber problem. But I'm not sure how to deal with it. He's queuing up the Hydra. That might be the right play. Big percentage damage against the Heart Timbersaw. Might actually be the way to deal with this.
Yeah, I remember this discussion came up because we saw in quick succession Satanic play TB and beat a Timbersaw with the Hydra's Breath, and then Yatoro tried TB against Timbersaw with a Bloodthorn, and the Bloodthorn just didn't look good enough. The Hydra's Breath actually looked pretty decent.
Problem with Bloodthorn is that it gets dispelled in many different ways, right? There will be someone picking up a Lotus Orb, one of the supports will have it, the Timber will always have BKB, there might even be some Wind Waker in late game, so at that point the Bloodthorn becomes largely just an attack speed item. It gives you attack speed, which is nice, but it's not going to have its active effect. Soul Rending is never going to happen.
It's too difficult. Well, does it make you physically ill to see brown boots 30 minutes in on a core? because
Well,
I'm a little bit unwell right now. Yeah.
Depends what hero, actually. On Timber, I don't even think twice about it. But if I saw it on a hero like, I don't know, Tiny, I would feel pretty bad, yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I guess I've just been trained and conditioned to buy upgraded boots.
I do have very physical reactions to stuff in Dota, though. Sometimes, you know, stuff irks you, and
You get itchy.
Breaker gets the vision for the charge. This is very far away, though. Starter already created enough distance. He could get charged and ultied, but doesn't really matter.
Just the fact that Tiny and Timber were trying to get there, though, just like a signal of how quickly Xtreme Gaming are ready to play.
Radiant's
And right now, 10 seconds away from fast roast spawn, they would love to have a kill to head into the pit.
I am at the edge of my seat for when Ame is gonna do something with this Blitz Knuckles. It's been there for so long. He's going AC now instead. Is this a Bloodthorn coming in eventually? What's gonna happen with this Blitz Knuckles?
Find out next time.
Will
Ame's
it ever
items.
upgrade? Is it casual?
Who was this?
Ame has a vision.
This was something Yuma used to do on Chaos Night, was buy Blitz
Yeah,
Knuckles.
I mean,
Oh, who's
It
this?
used to be valued.
Timbersaw got initiated on? How dare you? How absolutely dare you?
Well,
Chaos is dead, respect is going to fall, and I think that answers the question of, can we go on the Timber, guys? That's a resounding no. Don't try that again.
SB
still
still
going.
It's not over.
They're still going. Now the strike onto Mirage. Arrow through, forces the BKB. Out the Slardar. Back into the wall, but Ame's in onto Corrupted. With the avalanche and the damage, he'll get dragged back in with a harpoon and killed. Terrorblade trying to open up with his Scardy slow, but the damage also slow. Can't do too much to Ame, and XXS is literally standing there as
He's
though he's in a
taunting them.
spa, getting hit by the shiatsu massage.
Yes, please give me more HP regen. Just regening 130 HP per second, you know? A few more auto attacks. Feels pretty good. Yeah, they brought him down to about 70% HP, Garrett. So they're about almost a third of the way there, right?
Yeah, that's how that works.
Or they need to be 3 times stronger than they are now.
Yeah, they need another 40 minutes. I mean, another attempt here. Not even killing Spirit Breaker, and the Timbersaw just walked straight through them. A meat grinder has arrived, and you are all sausage in his eyes.
Dire's middle tower.
F1 did die in the end, though, so at least Snowy able to hold a bit of territory there. But you
I think
lose your
Snowy's
tier
pretty
2.
happy. Getting a kill at the tail end of his metamorphosis feels pretty good.
Kind of bittersweet, though, isn't it? Watching the rest of your team die.
Yeah, the fact that Tiny is keeping pace with the TB and farm as well. So it's not just you have a Timber problem, it's also that the enemy carry is pretty unaddressed overall. Ame is getting stronger, got the full AC now, 3,000 gold in hand. He's holding buyback, but he doesn't need to necessarily. They have tier 2 towers, so if he wants to, he could definitely commit the gold and buy out. We might even see him go for like an MKB, but no butterflies being queued yet for TB.
Looking back on things, you know, we're in the state of the game now. Like, would you consider this to have been an outdraft?
I think the Timbersaw was a beautiful pick. Yeah. I do think that solved a lot for them. I expected the Slardar to have more success early on, though. I guess the Pango and, you know, together with the Tuscan Hoodwink.
Jeez.
I do think there was a difference in how well they activated their supports. FY has been playing phenomenally this game. Sure, it's just Spirit Breaker, point and click. You charge someone, that's it. But the way they've found activity in this game has been very impressive.
It's been very quick as well. Right now,
Arrow with the illusion.
And to catch. Terrorblade, I'm going to have to early Sunder back onto the Timbersaw.
There's a gank train coming. Never mind. It stops.
They're ganking Roshan, mate. They're in the pit.
Apparently there are breaks on this train.
Roshan roars. I'm not really going to signal any kind of contest, though, from Huligani. Tusk is farming the outer ring of jungle camps on the left. Terrorblade to the north. Dark's here to the east. They are spread as far wide as possible.
They don't have an absurd Roche lineup, but they do have enough. The minus armor coming in, and AC being there as well for a bit of extra minus armor and attack speed.
And they're also tanky. Not really too bothered about Roshan's damage. That's going to beat Arme with the Aegis. So he can actually think about going high ground and hitting tier 3. You've now got 2 heroes that...
Upgrading his Blink Dagger, doing everything in his power to keep this Blitz Knuckles from evolving. It is now a Swift Blink. Of course, he has Aegis in the inventory, so...
Are we waiting? Like, are we waiting to see Butterfly on TB and then thinking, MKB, maybe? Oh, his Dark's here dying, eh? Oh, Timbersaw. Trying to get the damage out. BKB's up for Corrupted, but that doesn't help against the Pangolier. Every time we see the Darkseer get past the tier 2 area on the map, he dies.
I was a little bit surprised to see the MKB being purchased on TB. There's the Moonlight Evasion, of course, which can be pretty annoying, the 20%. But do you really buy MKB over Daedalus for 20% evasion? Every now and then? It's not always.
Still magic damage, right?
Yeah, it's magic damage for Timber.
Against Timber? Oh my god, the damage from the Timber, though. That's pretty substantial. Nearly kills off. Mirage, Seosh getting stuck in the mud a bit there. And TB used Metamorphosis, so Xtreme can just hold back and say, right, we wait it out.
Yeah. The thing about, if you think about it for damage calculation against Timber, the MKB, the Illusions only get the attack speed from this, and they don't get the crit effect from the Daedalus and your own attacks. I don't know. I feel like he's never gonna kill the Timber by just auto-attacking with the MKB anyway. Maybe it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, but...
So that's when we come back to that discussion about the old satanic Yatoro. They were also trying different items to find a way to deal with it. I'm not sure there is an answer.
Surely the Hydra would have been stronger if you wanted to counter Timber, though. And he didn't buy the Hydra yet.
That's true.
He's trying to finish it in the jungle now, but Hydra and Siege is here. Timber does not care about anything in this base.
Nor does Tiny. With 3 minutes left on Aegis, Tiny's fine, and Respect is not fine.
It's taken down. Now Timber has the upgraded Timber chain.
The trees offer no protection for you.
Trees, meat industry, man.
Revolution
is looking like an average Factorio run.
Revolution has arrived, and it's not the good one. It's the industrial one. Where's the labor unions when you need one? The poor squirrel needs to join a freaking union. Well, that's 2 lanes of barracks without so much as a whimper from Huligani. Corrupted, he's going to go in here with a jump and a Shiver's Guard. Just trying to tickle away at XXS and Arme. Vacuum them back into a crush as well. By just doing so little to them.
They absolutely... you know, normally you say shrug it off. I did not need to shrug. They just keep walking. Timber didn't even feel that anything happened there, really. Walking around with this cloak of flames as well, so anyone who comes close is just burning down to the flamethrower, burning cloak.
Well, this reminds me when I was like 15 years old playing rugby in Southeast Asia, and the opponent team had a Fijian boy. The enemies. He was also 15, but he was twice my height, weight, size. He would legitimately, man, some of these Pacific Islanders
full beard.
Legit just walk through you. And this is what Arme and the Timbersaw are going to do. Walk straight into your base to kill off Mirage. Sayur's trying to do something to this Tiny, but again, he's got a second life with that Aegis to back him up. Snowy, metamorphed, Terrorblade tries to stand tall. Top the staircase. Can't really dish out any damage, though. And the base is getting dived by FY and nothing to say. Killing Respect all the way in the back of that tree line. Snowy and Corrupted maybe now can look at the Spirit Breaker as an actual target to kill.
Lotus too.
He's going to get snowballed and slayed. So something for Huligani, but it cost them so much.
Yeah, double buyback, losing your mid-racks, bottom already gone, and now it just feels like an inevitable thing. You cannot stop industrialization by XXS here. 12-0-6. He's about to have a strength blink as well. He's 6 slotted at 38 minutes.
This is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he's just an insane hero at this point. I think if all the others just left and let Timber push, he would still be able to push high ground here.
Probably. And Corrupted already down to 1/3 of his health and BKB gone. Sunder down for 50 seconds. They've got Slaughter alive now at least. And Xtreme Gaming, without a Spirit Breaker, but Timbersaw literally stands on high ground. Arme will give him a little bit of help. Vacuum into Crush. A nice start here. Snowy moves in with a BKB Terrorblade, trying to do something in melee form. Sayur's already dead, and Corrupted going to get chained arrow flies in from X-Nova to slay him. A snipe from the Mirana. Now you're down to Tusker 60. 50 for the Darkseer, and hell, GG's just called. HULIGANI tap out. They say enough's enough. We've been beaten and battered by Xtreme Gaming in this series. We'll just stick it with a 2-0 victory for them.
Yeah, and a well-needed victory for Xtreme Gaming, recuperating a bit after a rough start. Of course, these teams fighting, having already lost before this. This puts